The man bit down on a grenade. The nearby soldiers immediately grew tense. The man began performing acrobatics. Then, to everyone's shock, he pulled out a German honor medal from his mouth. The German commander was stunned and asked where he got the medal. The man gave no answer and simply continued performing. The adjutant noticed his pocket watch and stepped forward to snatch it. But the man dodged swiftly and jumped into a dry well. The adjutant stood there confused. Suddenly, a hand reached up, and a soldier pulled the man back out. Just as the adjutant was about to erupt in anger, the watch began ringing. It turned out the man had quietly placed it back into the adjutant's pocket. In fact, he was a Soviet captain. He had captured a German colonel and was preparing to retreat. When he discovered that the Germans were about to execute 2 Soviet girls, the Germans had dozens of soldiers. The Soviets had only 4. Fighting head-on meant certain defeat. So, the captain disguised himself as a civilian and walked alone into the German camp. He used silly tricks to grab the Germans' attention. Then he climbed into a barrel and ran around, making the soldiers laugh. The Germans completely let their guard down, thinking he was just a clown or a street performer. But suddenly, the man vanished from the barrel. Everyone looked around in confusion. Tension rose. Just then, he reappeared on the rooftop, holding a wooden ladder, performing stunts that left the soldiers stunned. Even the commander clapped for him. The adjutant yelled at him to come down, but the man kept performing. The commander grew suspicious, remembered the missing colonel, and demanded to know where the medal had come from. He threatened to hang the girls if the man didn't answer. Meanwhile, the Soviet soldiers had already taken position. Seeing that the time was right, the man gave a signal. Then he jumped from the roof and lay motionless on the ground. The Germans surrounded him, and the commander nudged him with his boot, no response. But just then, he noticed the girls had disappeared. Realizing it was a trap, he shouted for his men to prepare for battle. But it was too late. Gunfire erupted. German soldiers dropped one after another. Only one soldier managed to survive. Then, to his shock, the man on the ground stood up without a scratch, and made a hand gesture toward him.